Okay, so I got caught. I one of my little homies that got killed by the Compton Crips. I ain't gonna say they hood because they got set mad the last time I said they hood, so I ain't gonna say they hood. But Compton Crips, right across the street from us and shit. So me and homie was gonna go over there and put in work on these niggas and shit. So I told this first I was gonna go by myself. And then the homie told me I'ma need somebody because it's other people outside. So he said you're gonna need another shooter. So I was like, all right. So got this nigga. We was going. So first I didn't want to take the nigga. They picked him for me. They was like, hey, you go with him. And I was like, nah. And I told him the other homie. They was like, nah, blood good. He gonna go with you. And I listened to the person who told me to go with him because he was a high-ranking member from the hood. So I took what he said to he like, okay, if he say you a nigga, then come on. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you showed him something. You feel me? Because I don't think he would have said you was a nigga if he wasn't.
Right.
So I took him. So as we walking over there, well, first he didn't know we was gonna walk. He thought we was gonna take a car.
Right.
He said, "Where's the car?"
Walking sounds a little
On the
scary.
foot,
Like
on the foot
It's,
with it.
walking's kind of slow, and running
no,
is
it's-
pretty
but
fucking
see,
obvious.
Even he
At the
can tell you.
bus.
Even he can tell you. I walk hella fast.
Okay.
I walk like a fucking race car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, come on.
He got them long ass legs. I be
Finna
like,
get over
slow
there,
down,
nigga.
man. What
We
the
finna,
fuck?
I'm finna get over here and get it on, and we gonna
on
get
his
back.
tippy toes.
Exactly.
You ever see the speed walking in the Olympics?
Man, he
I didn't know that. That's
could
what
be
I
in that
said.
shit.
I
He
should
could be
join
in
that
that
shit. That's
shit.
what I said. I need to join that shit. So we walking over there. It's kind of like a little up the street and round the corner type shit. So we walking over there. I'm looking at him. I can see he's scared because I'm like looking at his demeanor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see he's kind of frightened and shit.
And you're trying to get somebody or a specific person.
I'm trying to get anybody that's right there. That's from Compton Crip.
Right.
That was part of the niggas who killed my little homie. And I went with my little homie's pistol. The little homie that got killed, he had a gun, but he didn't have it on him that day he got killed. The other homie had a gun, but he got killed and other shit. But he had his pistol was still at the spot. So I took that gun when I went to go do the shit. So we walking up the street, looking at the nigga. The nigga looked hella frightened and shit. So I started pressing him like, bro, nigga, you looking scared than a motherfucker, my nigga. He like, nah, bro, I'm just whoop. And I'm like, nah. If this ain't what you trying to do, you can just go back. So I'm not forcing you to do nothing. If this is not in your heart, go back. He said, nah, I'm ready to do it. So I'm starting getting mad, like, nigga, I see your bitch ass right here looking scared and shit. He like, what you talking about? We literally arguing on the street, walking up to like fucking like a nigga and his bitch type shit. I'm arguing with this nigga, motherfucker, nigga, bitch ass motherfucker, you sound like a bitch. He like, nigga, I'm motherfucking G like you. I'm like, nigga, you ain't looking like one, nigga. You need to get your shit together, nigga. He like, nigga, I'm ready to kill somebody. I'm like, nigga.
This is like a fucking movie, like just them
menace to society.
walking
Facts.
to do this, having this
They
argument.
arguing,
It's
they
like you're
arguing and
painting
shit.
such a picture in my head.
This menace to
That's why
society.
I like to give you the whole picture. That's what I tell you. I want to tell you the
Yeah.
whole picture, right? So we fucking arguing and shit, walking up there, and I'm like, nigga, is you ready to do this shit? Cause I swear to God, nigga, on me, if you ain't ready to do this shit, then I'ma hurt you, nigga. He like, nigga, they killed Tussin, nigga. Nigga, I'm ready to do this shit. So I was like, he gave me a little stern look when he said that shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, you acting like you will. Come on, I want to see if you really about this shit. Come on, nigga. So we was walking. We got to the little light and shit. I'm pressing the fucking light, so I'm looking at him and shit. He keeping a little gangster look on his face and shit. I'm like, You know, like pressing is like, yeah, all this gangster shit he talk about. I done been around a lot of niggas like this anyway, because I done been in prison and all this shit.
Right.
I mean, not prison. At that time, I was in camps and shit. So I done ran into niggas who act like total gangsters, but we total bitches. So I was like,
But you're giving him shit about being nervous. Are you nervous? You're just like not letting it show.
but yeah, I'm always nervous. Bro, I'm gonna keep it true. I'm gonna
You'd
keep
have
it
to be
real
a
with
real
you.
psychopath to not be nervous.
Come on, man.
I'm nervous
I'm
to
going
know.
in there. I'm
He
going in
sweat bricks too.
there. I'm going in there. But I'm ready to do this shit though. You know, even though I'm nervous, I'm ready to go do what I have to do.
Right.
You showing you're nervous, but you don't want to do it. That's what I'm seeing through you. I'm looking at you. You nervous, but this is not what you want to do. I can see it in you. Like you're like, I really don't want to hurt people. Like, go back. This is not what you want to do.
Right.
You don't want to hurt gangbangers and shit. So I get to the light. We cross over. They was supposed to be at this liquor store that they be in front of. That you know, niggas said they was standing in front of. So we get by the liquor store. I whip out the gun and shit. Now we looking and I don't see nobody. He quickly said, "Hey, let's go back." I said, "Nah, fuck that."
Like
man.
it's no big deal. Like it's,
Yeah, basically.
right.
Oh, they're not
ain't
here.
there.
Let's
They
go
not
home.
there.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
We
fuck
came
it.
to
I got
see
out
they
of this
wasn't
one. I
here.
got
Let's
out
go
of this
back.
one.
I said, "Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, you can go back." That's why I told him, "You can go back. Go back." He said, "Nah. Where you finna go?" I said, "Nigga, I'm finna go look for these niggas. They over here somewhere." Yeah, they obviously said they was just at this store, so they not far from that store. So nigga, start walking up their street and shit. The street that was owned by the store. I start walking up that street. As I was walking, I seen Blue, like a little up the street. Start seeing Blue. That's why I said, "Oh, there they go." So I tapped him. Said, "Look, I'm gonna cross the street. You stay on this side of the street," because he had a gun too. So I told him, "You stay on this side of the street, and you shoot from this side of the street, and I'm gonna shoot from this side of the street." So he was like, "All right," signaled his head like he heard what I said. So as I was telling him that, he kept walking, and I'm crossing towards the middle of the street. Shit. So as I'm walking towards the middle of the street, I see one of the dudes come out the apartment. Came out the apartment. He had their hood hat on. That's how I knew he was one of them too. He had their hood hat on. He had a black jacket on and some pants and shit, whatever. I don't know if he had a black jacket on. He had something dark on, but I know he had their hood hat on. Mm-hmm. So he came out the apartments, came out the street, and then he came right in the middle of the street as I was walking in the middle of the street, because I was finna cross all the way to the other side and go from right there. But since I seen him in the middle of the street, I stayed in the middle of the street. So as I was walking in the middle of the street, as I seen him get in the middle of the street, that's when I signaled to him, I'm finna get him. He signaled back, okay. So he kept walking up that way, and I kept walking up the middle of the street. So the dude that came out the apartments, he came and he looked at me, but he didn't look at me at first. He came, was on his phone, because he was at his phone with him. He was typing on his phone. And then he came and got in the middle of the street, and then he looked at me. Then he looked back on his phone, but I had a red hoodie on. I didn't want to wear the red hoodie, but that's the only hoodie the homie said they had.
Yeah, because I'm hearing red hoodie. I'm like, man, that doesn't sound like
man,
a great
that's stupid,
idea.
right? Man, that's
Enemy
fucking
said you got a
retarded,
red hoodie
man.
on.
That's fucking hella stupid, man.
I'm just
So-
picturing how many cameras there are on different businesses and wherever the fuck you are. I mean, I don't know,
Jay
but
Stone don't give a fuck.
damn.
Jay Stone
Right,
like the
look.
Matrix.
I'm starting to get nervous just thinking about like just being in that position, bro.
Man,
You gotta
hey,
really just hope for the best.
That's what you gotta do, man. Hey, this is what I'm really doing, man. Nigga, you hoping for the best. I hope this go how I planned it. If it don't, God have mercy on my soul. You know what I'm saying? So I see him get in the street. He looked at me. He looked back. I kept walking, trying to get closer because I was going whatever he's gonna let me do to him, I was gonna do to him. So I was kept walking closer. He looked back like seconds later. Like he looked back at his phone for like 3-5 more seconds. Then he looked back again. Like he remembered what he just seen. Like, did I just see a nigga with a red hoodie walking through my hood, nigga? Right. So he looked back like that. Like, you feel me? So he was just staring at me. So I'm still walking closer. You know what I'm saying? The whole time he's looking at me, I'm getting closer. So we locking eyes, basically, looking in each other's eyes. He turned around and broke. When he turned around, tried to run, I took the gun out, and I two-handed the motherfucker, you know, like the police. Then I aimed it and started firing. Fired 5 shots. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Hit the nigga and all that shit. The gun jam after that, after I fired the 5 shots. The motherfucker clam, clack, clack, clack. So I'm like, oh, I'm trying to jam it. So I'm still supposed to hear gunfire from him. I still supposed to hear because he got a gun too. So now I'm looking like, where's the other gunfire? You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck is supposed to be other gunfire? So he's frozen. He was literally over there just stuck. Like, I can't believe you just did that, bro. Like, that's what I seen on his face. Like,
Right.
like, wow. So I've seen that. I ran. I ran back the way I came and shit. Ran back up that street and shit. So as I ran towards the street, because I told you I was up the little street, so I had to run all the way back and then run towards the corner. So when I hit the corner, the police was the second car, the third car, but I know they was like a distance back from where I didn't see them when I just hit the corner. So it was probably like the third car. So I turned and I looked. As I was running, I looked, but I already put the gun back in my hoodie, so they didn't see me with a gun out. because I already put the gun back in my hoodie as I was running back towards that way. So I looked, and I seen the sheriff car, but I thought I was tripping. So as I ran a little bit, I did like the other dude did, like, hold on. I know I didn't think I saw it. I thought I looked back. The sheriff was putting the gun on the door, like, getting his aim ready. So I turned my head back. I heard a pop, 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 pop. They ran on the next street. So as I start running, so now it's in my head, they finna kill me. So I'm like, all right, they trying to just murder me now. It's
They
like,
could just start shooting at you?
no, they can't.
But the
Sheriffs
don't
don't give a
sheriffs
fuck.
don't play.
The sheriffs will just murder your ass. Hey,
Sheriff's
Yeah,
we
gun.
caught him.
Look,
He's
he had a
dead.
CHP, LAPD, crash, sheriffs.
Man,
Sheriffs and
So,
the
scams.
sheriffs don't play. They get on your ass.
I'm running, hella fast and shit. Cause now I'm hella scared. Like, okay, they trying to kill me. So it was these big ass bushes up that street. So it was popped in my head. Take this gun off you. So if they do kill you, you don't have a gun on you. So your parents could probably get some money. You remember? So
Oh
it's like,
Now that's thinking ahead. What the fuck?
my mind just be racing, you feel me? So I'm like, oh, okay, I got what y'all trying to do, you feel me? I'm finna do something else, you know what I'm saying? So I took the gun, and as I got to the bushes, I punched my hand in the bushes, so the gun would be all the way in the bushes, so it wouldn't be visible or it wouldn't fall out. So I punched my hand in there and snatched my hand out, made sure the gun was thick in there, and I started running up the street. And as I took like 3-4 steps up the street, I heard their car like whoop, whoop, whoop. So now I know they like right behind me type shit. So now I started getting on again because I'm thinking they just gonna try to kill me because they not gonna try to talk to me. I'm like, they already through with that.
Right.
So I started jumping backyards and shit. So as I started jumping backyards, man, it was like pit bulls, rottweilers, and all kind of shit. People backyard and shit. They're trying to
shit
bite
you
me
used
and
to.
shit.
Which you had some training for, yeah.
That shit you had
Yeah.
traded for.
Yeah.
You started at a young
Callback.
age.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you learn how, when you go through shit and all, you're like, damn, I already had training for this shit. I had to get away from y'all.
Wow.
But say I got away from them, juke. They was wondering like, how you juke dogs? You gotta see it to see it. You gotta see it to believe it. So I juked gang a little. So one of them almost got me. I had to push him off me and shit. Jumped over the gate, and I finally jumped in the gate that didn't have no damn dogs and shit. So I felt like safe here. Like, shit, well, I ain't see nothing run up on me right here. So this must be the spot I should stay at. Because every other else I ran through, shit was running up on me. Like, So I was like, stuck right there. So the helicopters was already looking for me and shit. So now they circling and shit. So I started taking off my fucking clothes and shit and all the shit I had on, threw shit this way, threw shit that way, threw shit this. I threw shit in every direction, basically. So I had gloves on, all kind of shit, took all that shit off, threw it. So all I had on left was a white t-shirt, some black basketball shorts, and some white socks. So they had a fucking house trash can, pulled the top open. They had like little grass right there, so I took a lot of the grass that I could out, then I jumped in the trash can and put the top back on. I was in there for 3 hours.
And then they found you, or then
They had the dogs from me. They sent 2 dogs. I know that because I heard them say that. Because I was sitting in a trash can, and they was obviously where I was at. Heard the little shit like, check, spy 159, what the heck? So they was turning the little radio down and shit. It was like, we can't find him. It's like, we looked everywhere. And one of them was like, he didn't get out this perimeter. He couldn't have got out this perimeter. We set it way too fast. He didn't get out of here. He's still here. It was like, we sent 2 dogs. They couldn't find him. He said, send another one. They conversation was over after that. I ain't hear nothing. So I'm thinking in my head, I didn't beat 2 already. I'm going to beat 3 for sure. So I'm going to just sit here until y'all all leave, and then I'm going to go home myself. You know? So, yeah, they third one they sent was Scooby-Doo or
how
some
bad
shit.
did it stink in there?
No, it was grass.
The grass.
Oh, okay, right.
So it didn't stink at all.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And
Grass
then the
smells
kind of the grass probably fucked up the first 2 dogs.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But they probably took all the grass away when they came and shit and moved it all out of the way so the other dog could really come to where I was at.
Right.
That's what I was thinking, because I don't know how the other 2 dogs didn't find me at first, because I was like, but the third one they sent, he bumped the trash can, because I felt him smack it, boom. So I'm in there, dead body and shit, just, he got on and shit. He came back like no less than like 10, 20 seconds later. Came back and tried to pull the whole trash can down.
Wow.
Yeah. Then they was trying to let him bite me. Right. So So they finally catch me the trash can, right? So they like, get the fuck out the trash can. Get the fuck out the trash can. So I'm going to give up, bro. I'm like, all right, look, I'm talking to them like this. I said, all right, y'all call me. My hands is up. I'm going to come out, my hands up. Y'all arrest me and take me to jail. They're like, all right, get out the trash can. Get out now. So I'm like, nigga, I just told y'all I'm finna get out calmly. You feel me? Slowly. So y'all don't think I got nothing, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can just do y'all job, take me to jail. They like, all right, get out the trash can. And so I'm trying, something told me like, you know, just to get out real slow. So as I'm trying to open up the trash can slow to get out, the dog tried to bite my whole fucking face off and shit. He jumped up. I fell all damn back in the trash can and shit. I'm like, oh, hell no. Nah. I started telling him, shoot the trash can. I said, man, y'all might as well shoot this motherfucker up, man. Shoot it up. Shoot it up now. And like, what? Shoot it up, niggas. Just shoot this shit up. Because y'all not finna just get me mauled by no dog or nothing. Because I'm like, if y'all gonna take me to jail,
Right.
take me to jail. If y'all already caught me, it's like, y'all don't have to let the dog bite me up and all this stuff. It's like, so when they did move the dog, they clotheslined me out the trash can. All of them started saying, stop resisting, as they was beating my ass and shit. About 5 or 6 of them. It was all SRT team, the SWAT team, basically. So they was all beating my ass in the backyard and shit. Hit me with little billy clubs and shit and all kinds of shit, punching me, socking me in the face. One of them was banging my head on the floor. I'm thinking, what did I do to you? But I'm thinking, okay, I did know what I did because I got this nigga out here working all day. You know what I'm saying? He probably wanted to go home to his kids or something. So yeah, that probably was his anger he was taking out on me. Like, I was looking for you for 3 hours, motherfucker.
Hey, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe. We just hit 200K. We're trying to get to 300K.
Turn us up.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's go.